More modern men are going their own way. Here's why. Have you ever thought about the concept of MGTOW, or men going their own way? It's all the rage these days. Modern men are going their own way, making their own choices, and choosing what they want to do with their lives themselves. And to be very serious, it's working well for them. And here's why. Hello and welcome back. In today's video, we talk about ongoing trend of modern men going their own way, and what are the potential benefits, harms of this movement. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. So without wasting any time, let's dive right into the video. What is the MGTOW movement? The decade of the 2000s saw the beginning of the movement, which began in the U.S. Their website provides the following explanation of the manifesto's meaning. MGTOW is a declaration of ownership over sovereignty. It's one's prerogative to decline an offer. Rejecting the stereotypes and absurd cultural norms that have been applied to men in today's society is essential. Do not make an effort to conform to the standards of society. Refuse to get on your knees and be treated like a common object or enslaved. To put one's own needs and desires ahead of those of others in a society where such behavior is frowned upon. Nothing majorly polarizing has emerged as of yet, except for maybe the very last sentence. If everyone thinks first of his own interests before the interests of the others or the interests of society, our little cocoon of comfort will very quickly turn into line 13 during rush hour and a planet on fire. What are the key points of MGTOW? After spending a few hours on their official website and various related forums, a few things have become clear, which are as follows. Since the fundamental nature of a woman is to be very interested, it is only natural for her to look for a partner who is more powerful. In the societies that we live in today, this translates into the man who has the most money. While this is very true after school, power lies in beauty before school. Yes, you can date Jean-Kevin, the big moron from high school, even with a 3 GPA, he's still the most beautiful. The nature of a woman includes hedonism, an inability to think in the long term, materialism, and a sexual aggressiveness that is translated by a permanent latent seduction. Technological changes and political actions have favored women and exposed men to a difficult situation. For instance, the contraceptive pill or divorces are examples of situations in which the advantage is very clearly given to women regarding child custody. In spite of what feminists claim, it is men who are the ones who suffer from societal disadvantages. There is a higher rate of suicide among men. There's a higher rate of unemployment among men, and they are very often involved in work that is considered difficult, road repair, the army, etc. Men commit suicide at a higher rate than women do. MGTOW and the red pill. The real MGTOWs, to make reference to the film The Matrix, choose the red pill, and as a result, they're ready to see the world for what it really is. On the other hand, taking the blue pill would result in the man continuing to live in an artificial world and making every effort to appease and fulfill the requirements that women have set forth. One of the most important aspects of the movement is learning to detach oneself, for the sake of one's own freedom, from the sexual attraction that women can exert. It is true that after reflection, we would certainly be more intelligent if we thought a little less with our favorite toy. When we know that men think about sex on average once every 28 minutes, it's true that we would be more intelligent if we thought a little less with our favorite toy. A man does not stand a chance against a woman. According to everything that has been discussed up until this point, the man in any kind of relationship that involves a woman in our modern societies will end up on the losing end. As a result, it is necessary for man to walk his own path until such time as society is subjected to a revolution or a significant ideological shift. Present first and foremost on the internet, the movement is characterized by the participation of a large number of YouTubers who share their incredible lives after taking the red pill and preach its virtues, such as free spirit and the elimination of the requirement to spend 50% of one's income on going out to Janine on the weekend. A video as an example. I won't try to hide the fact from you that my patient ran out when he started talking the way he did and acting the way he did because he was 100% American. On the other hand, the members of the movement are quite exposed in the section labeled Comments, which is as follows. Men choosing to go their own way, men who carefully watch over their own money. There will be no child support. No child support, no spousal maintenance payments. That all sounds good to me. You'll not achieve success in life if you squander your youth pursuing females. Chase excellence. There is only one thing a woman despises more than a man, and that is seeing a man who is not subservient to her. Smart men don't get married. MGTOW. Criticism and reflections. To begin, one of the movement's strengths is that it's non-political. In other words, no politician has ever claimed to be associated with it and boasted about it. Following that, two very important points. A MGTOW is not interested in power or money. Rather, he's just looking for the means to live his life as he pleases, from a PlayStation to a Lamborghini, according to his whims. However, he does not live for the sake of others. There's rarely smoke without fire. If the traditional parties did their jobs properly, there would be no need for the political extremes. If misogyny did not exist, there would be no such thing as a femin. If the religion in question did not allow for different interpretations, then there would be no such thing as religious extremists. Similarly, this holds true for MGTOWs. It's essential, regardless of whether the men who feels wronged are in the right or in the wrong, to make an effort to comprehend the issues they face and make an effort to find solutions to those issues. There will be no adverse effects on your life as a result of a man joining the MGTOW as long as he adheres to the organization's core beliefs. Even better, he won't even try to take your girlfriend from you. The same principle ought to apply to religious practice. One person's freedom ought to terminate where another's begins. Know that religion is not a sprint, but a long-distance race. So think of those who have been practicing for 40 years, and who don't make a fuss about it. As the MC friend John Gabin used to say, know that religion is not a sprint, but a long-distance race. Why shouldn't a person participate in a movement if they feel that it will help them grow, as long as it does not negatively impact other people? The community effect. The most regrettable aspect of the events of the past few years is the fact that it's now impossible to move even a single finger without being linked to some sort of action. You don't drink alcohol? Oh my goodness, you must be a Muslim, fundamentalist, or some kind of freak. You don't eat fish, do you? Another vegan has joined the ranks. Oh, what a muddle. Just like in any other community, the MGTOW is comprised of more than just brilliant individuals. You'll observe many of them openly demonstrating their antipathy towards females. See their French Facebook page. A sizable majority of dissatisfied individuals, most of whom are probably unsuccessful in their pursuit of Jennifer, the most beautiful girl in the school. Finally, their method of presentation, which tends towards sensationalism on their official site, as well as the simple fact that they use authors and even quotations from scientists, is extremely close to intellectual manipulation for invertebrates. I'm not sure if Isaac Newton would appreciate being cited on your website, guys. I'm just not sure. Conclusion. The most beneficial thing for men is MGTOW. It has the potential to actually save their lives. The rate of suicide among men who have been through a divorce is higher than the rate among any other demographic. If a man chooses not to get married and doesn't even bother dating, he can spare himself a lot of money and the aggravation that women bring into his life thanks to the self-absorbed and entitled values that they uphold. Feminists will tell you they want equality, but what they're really after is a more special privilege and don't have to be earned. In today's society, it's expected of women to have their every whim catered to by their partners, and they want relationships to be conducted on their terms. A man is considered to be a male chauvinist if he occasionally exhibits the behavior of demanding that thing to be done in his way. The fact that so many men in today's society do not want to get married is a source of contention for women. But these women have only themselves to blame for the problem. Up until today, the two volatile subjects lacked any complexity. You'll know you've hit the jackpot at a dinner party if you say the words religion or politics and then take a step back while holding a bowl of popcorn. MGTOW possesses the same characteristics. After having explained these 5 words, everyone will be on the defensive. Men going their own way. Examine the faces of the people very carefully. It'll help. And before you start hating women, remember where you come from and who changed your diapers a few years ago. To quote an illustrious fellow traveler, before you start hating women, remember where you came from. Don't worry, everything is going to turn out just fine. So what are your thoughts about MGTOW? Tell us in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends and family. Also, if you love football, then make sure to watch this next video on our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.